Ukraine says negotiators have come to a technical understanding with Russia on how a ceasefire might work following a second day of peace talks in Geneva. President Zelensky said the issue of Ukrainian territory remained sensitive. This map shows in red the advances made by Russia after they attacked in 2022, when they reached the outskirts of the capital, Kyiv. Fighting is now focused in eastern Ukraine and the cities of Luhansk and Donetsk in the Donbass, land Russia wants Ukraine to give up, something Kyiv refuses to do. The BBC's international editor, Jeremy Bowen, is close to the Donbass region, where he's been speaking to a senior Ukrainian commander.
How would you define victory for Ukraine in this war?
For me personally, it means stopping the killing of our soldiers and the civilian population of Ukraine by the enemy military that attacked us. In military terms, of course, it means taking back our territories. I understand that perhaps this is not realistic today, but potentially in the future it is very important.
But for now, is the priority simply survival?
I believe that at the moment the priority is a ceasefire and survival.
The Americans seem to have an idea that it will require you to agree to the Russian demand to give up territory that you still hold in the east, places, cities which are considered to be important to Ukrainian defense.
I actually believe that this is impossible at the moment. A ceasefire along the line of contact is something we can still understand, but no one will give up territories.
I've listened to Donald Trump a lot since he became president again. The things he said about Ukraine, and he often gives the impression that he believes that you're losing, that you have to make a deal because otherwise you are going to lose. Is that correct?
We are losing territories, yes, but you know, we're a very difficult opponent in this war. The price Russia is paying for this war is very high. We may be losing territories, that is true, but we are striking their economy, their manpower and their equipment.
It is 4 years now since the Russians mounted the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Aren't people tired? Don't they just want this whole thing to end?
I'm sure people are tired. Civilians are tired, the military is tired, and the country's leadership is tired. Everyone feels this fatigue, but everyone wants the war to end. I'm sure of that. The main question for us is, at what price? A ceasefire. I think everyone would agree to that. And then a reassessment of further actions, agreements and so on. But loss of territory? Let's say we will not give anything away. I'm sure of that. Every Ukrainian you ask will tell you the same. No one will give anything away just like that.
Jeremy Bowen there talking to one of Ukraine's senior military commanders.